Hey everyone, today we're going to give you 10 tips to make sure you have a stress-free, amazing cruise. Come check them out. Hi everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time here, thanks so much for coming to check us out. We provide great cruise tips so you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. Does that sound great? Come join us. We would love for you to subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. We do really appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about 10 tips to make your next cruise super stress-free. So let's get into them. Obviously, with a list like this, there are 50, 60, 100 tips, so we'll do more videos. This is just a good one to start with, and these are some basics just to keep your blood pressure low during your cruise and try to make it a really nice and calm experience. Number one, make sure you download the Cruise Line app and your check-in's complete. Everything that you have to do in there is done so that when you walk into the port and you walk up to check in, you're not scrambling around looking for different things. The app is going to give you the ability to pre-plan some of your excursions, to pre-plan some of your dining reservations, show reservations, things like that. So just make sure you have the app. Make sure you're comfortable with it. Work around in it a little bit so that it's not overwhelming and kind of awful once you get onto the ship. Number two, make sure you have all the proper identification, any letters that you need. This is also one of the pro tips for having a travel agent or someone that can help you with the cruise. One of the things we see a lot is that people don't always have the right identification. Remember, if you show up to the port and you're missing some type of paperwork, you're not going to be able to cruise. Luckily, you might be 15 or 20 minutes from the port. You can go home and get them. Sometimes you're going to be in another state or even another country. You have to have your driver's license. You have to have your passport if you have one, or your birth certificate with a raised seal. You might need other paperwork. Like if you're taking family, friends, kids, or your niece or nephew, you have to have the proper permissions from the parent that are signed and notarized and all these different things. So make sure you have all of the paperwork that you need. Now, one of the other things we like to talk about all the time, and this is a really common sense tip that most people know, but if you're going somewhere a little bit further away or just not in the same state as you, get to the port the day before the cruise. Over and over again, we keep seeing this where airlines will have an issue or something will happen. If this week, the past few weeks, there's been a ton of lightning and thunder in Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, and tons of flights have been canceled. All you see on TikTok and Instagram is everybody saying, don't fly with American, don't fly with United because of all these delays. The fact is that things are always going to go wrong. Weather's going to go wrong. You're going to have crazy circumstances. It's not always the airline's fault. They're not great, believe me. But if you plan on getting there a day early, you have lead time. So you have all this other time where you can make other arrangements, find a different flight. If your flight gets canceled or delayed, you'll still be able to get there on time. If you're flying the morning of your cruise and anything like this happens, you're not going on vacation, right? Or you're going to have to try to figure out, is there a way for me to get from Philadelphia to San Juan, or a way for me to get from New York to Barbados, right? You don't want to have to do that. It's vacation. Get there a day early. But second part of that, don't always get to the ship early. If your check-in time is at 11 o'clock, don't show up at the port at 9. You're just going to wind up in line. You're going to wind up sitting in the terminal for a long time. Again, you want to keep stress down. Get to the port when your check-in time is. And if you want a little less stress, check in a little bit later. Yes, that means your vacation is going to start a few hours later. I get we all want to get there. We're excited to get on the ship, have lunch, do all the things that we want to do. But sometimes getting there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you're just going to walk right in, check in, and walk right on the ship. So think about those things, just how to keep your stress level down a little bit. Next one is once you get on that ship on day one, it is very chaotic trying to use the elevators. Everyone is trying to get to their room. Everyone has luggage and bags, and the elevators take forever because when you have bags and all these different people, everyone's using the elevator at the same time. You can only fit a few people in the elevator with bags, so all of them are being used. So here's my tip. One, if at all possible, don't use the elevators on day one. At least not until the evening, right? Two, if you have to use the elevators, go away from where you embarked the ship as far as possible. Try to get to the ends of the ship and see if that's a better option for you. That's another great reason. We walk on with our luggage, right? But one of the other great reasons to just check your luggage, is you don't have to worry about it. Once you get on the ship, you can just go enjoy yourself. Next tip is bring a small medication bag with you in your carry-on always. And make sure you bring things on your cruise like Advil or Tylenol, Sea-Bands if you get seasick, if you're worried about it. I don't generally recommend the patch. I know some people have good luck with the patch. I haven't had very good luck with getting the patch. Sea-Bands work pretty well for me. Also, one of the things I recommend is that before you go on the cruise, if you know that you get seasick or if you're worried about it, go to your doctor and get a prescription for Meclizine and get that filled and just bring it with you. Even if it's just peace of mind. Meclizine is an anti-nausea, it's an anti-vert. So I know that really helps. It's helped me invaluably in the past. And it's what they would give you if you went down to the infirmary and you needed something. And sometimes they run out of it on the ship if it's a rough couple of days. Also, you want to bring things like Band-Aids and then just kind of do a quick little inventory. Do you have all those things? Do you have anything you need from a medical perspective? Do you have any other prescription medications, stuff for your eyes, if you have contacts or anything, things like that. So just make sure you have that and bring those things with you in your carry-on. Next up is book anything that you're going to book that you know you're going to book before you get on the ship. Here's the thing. Once you get on the ship, it's stressful trying to figure out, do you want to get the drink package? Do you want to get the dining package? You're going to overpay for it once you get on the ship. Excursions are going to be sold out once you get on the ship. For some reason now, since the pandemic, excursions sell out really quickly. I don't know if they're doing less people or if people are just more interested in going on excursions. But it used to be you could get on the ship and you would still be able to pick any of the excursions. You can't do that anymore. So my advice is anything that you know you want to do, pre-book it. Again, the whole point of this is to take stress off of you so that when you get on the ship, you just enjoy your vacation. So next up is going to be plan a day or an afternoon where you just do nothing, or a morning for that matter. Just plan some time where you're going to just relax. What happens a lot of time on cruises, especially on some of the bigger cruise ships, there's so much to do that you wind up just running around trying to do everything. It's okay. You're not going to have FOMO if you miss one little morning or one little afternoon. Take a nap, lay around the pool, and just relax. Spend some time with your family, read a book, whatever you want to do. Make sure you get a little bit of me time. Next up is once you get on the ship, get your e-muster or your muster drill done as soon as humanly possible. You're going to hear announcements all day on embarkation day. So-and-so and so-and-so, please report to guest service. So-and-so and so-and-so, you haven't done your muster drill yet. Everyone, please remember to do them. If you're on a cruise where you could do e-muster, just do it and get it over with. It takes 2 minutes. If you're on a ship where you actually have to go to the muster drill, just go and get it over with. I know it's inconvenient, it stinks, nobody wants to do it on the first day, but it's mandatory and we have to do it. So just get it done. So next one, we only have a couple left, but the next one is find a great spot on the ship to enjoy sail away from every port. Not just the first port. You're going to be sailing away from a few ports. So find a great spot. It's one of my favorite parts of a cruise is just having that hour or so where you're sailing away from wherever. It's beautiful. You have a drink, the band's playing. It's another time to just relax and take a deep breath. And then the number 10 tip is stop stressing when you get on the ship. There are things that are going to go wrong. There's nothing worse than when you're on the cruise and you see people screaming and yelling at guest services, right? Or anywhere in the dining room or any other part. You are on vacation. 99.9% of the time, everyone on that ship is killing themselves to make sure that you have a great time. Don't stress. Things will happen. Things will go wrong. It's okay. Your travel agent can help fix them. The cruise line can help fix them. Be calm. Don't stress. Take a deep breath. Relax and enjoy your vacation. These are 10 tips to keep your vacation stress level down and keep your blood pressure a little low. Do you have any great tips? Let us know in the comments below. And we hope everybody has a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.